one is the power, and what was the second one, class? One was the power, and the second one. Second one, class. What is the second one? One was a power. Because of the power, the person bully someone or bully someone, right? Because he or she wants to show power, right? What was the other reason for it? किसी को याद है? Yes, popularity, peer pressure, because you want to become a member, associate with a particular group. So a particular group. So you want to conform. You want to conform because of the conformity, right? The people do, or the students do, engage in bullying, right? So now we'll be discussing about what we can do for this. And for examples, what are some of the features or characteristics of the bully or the victims, right? So first of all, we need to understand that it's not always that a person who is a victim in one situation will always a victim in every situation. This is not the case, right? It may happen that in one situation a person is a victim, right? A person has been bullied by someone, right? In the next situations he may not be the victim, he is the one who is bullying someone, right? So it may differ from, so it could be possible that a person is one who is a victim in every situation, a person who's bullying everyone, and there could be a reverse situation also. There's a swap, right? It may happen that a person in one situation is the victim, and in the situation the person becomes the one who bullies someone, right? The reasons we need to understand is, or some of the features associated with the bullying is that people do and we also discussed it yesterday also. People bully someone, or they do engage in bullying because of one of the reason also, that is a self-esteem, right? Because they want to enhance the self image of themselves, right? For examples, if they want to enhance their self esteem or self image in schools or in colleges, people do engage in such thing, right? For examples, most probably you have seen in the videos and movies, the students who do engage in such, or the students who are engaged in ragging or bullying, are the one who want to increase their self-esteem and self-image in a schools or in colleges, right? So that could be one of the reasons that why the person show or bully someone, right? The next is that they feel or they believe that that this is a way of showing anger towards the other person, right? So that's why the people do engage in bullying someone, right? So they do believe, or believe, or this thing that they want to respond the bullying with aggressive behavior, कि इसके retaliate करके या aggressive behavior show करके we can So, for examples, that is the one if they show the aggressive behavior, right? So these are some of the features, and these are some of the reasons that why person do engage in bullying, right? What could be the possible solution for it? If I ask you, what do you recommend for the schools and the colleges, or especially the schools, or what are some of the measures that can help in reducing the bullying? Is there any measures, or is there anything, a strategy that we can incorporate? हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि सो दैट कि बुलिंग और ये सारे इंसिडेंट स्कूल्स में या ना हो, ये सारी चीजें? यस क्लास, क्या कर सकते हैं?
People should not be made felt that they do not fit in some community.
Yes. Okay. Okay, they did not feel, but okay, Harshita, we can make them feel. For example, we can say sensitizations towards the other community, basically accepting the diversity. This is what
Yes, ma'am.
can be done. Yeah, take it. Okay. So you one can basically what can one do is that there are some of the victims which are potential victims, which are mostly seen that they will be the victim in every situation. So for that, what we can do is that we can incorporate, or we can launch some programs or some workshops where the students are being taught to accept the diversity, right? To accept that there could be many views, right? There is not just one view, but there could be many views, right? So that we can do it. What is the second thing that we can do? Hmm. Yes, class. What is the second thing that one should be doing? Anyone else wants to add something? Okay, if there is nothing to add, then okay. First of all, when the ragging was taking place, ऐसा नहीं कि ragging मतलब it was much more seen in some of the institute, for example, engineering, medical colleges, ये सारी चीजें ज़्यादा दिख रही थी, right? So it's not कि ये जो rules आए, anti-ragging जितने भी laws आए, it's not one day, right? So it was continuously occurring, taking place. Many incidents were heard by the people, right? Then they realized that okay, this is it, right? So first, the school administrator and the individuals need to understand that such incidents are taking place in their schools and in their colleges, right? For example, आपको पहले ये recognize करना हो कि ये चीजें हो रही हैं, right? You have to accept that this is taking place. You have to recognize that, right? Then the second thing is that what you can do is that for examples, we have for anti-ragging or such issues, in every schools, in every colleges, we have some teachers or some people associated for that, where you can complain, where you can basically write a complaint or call them and basically complain against the punch. So where you can complain, right? So same that okay, maybe you can teach them or you can tell them, the potential victims or the students, that if this is happening, right, where you can approach to, from whom you can talk to these things, what you should do in that situations, right? जैसे कि ऐसे जितने भी and जैसे for example when the law came, most of the people were not aware about it, like okay, so basically the colleges where have this group or member anti-ragging people were there, teachers were there, where the students can give a complaint, where the students can complain about such issues, right? So first, second thing what we can do is that we can teach the students, or we can make sure that the potential victims are aware about if such incidents are taking place, if they are the victims in such situations, whom they can approach to, whom they can call to, right? So these things can be done, and yes, we can sensitize the students about that there could be diversity in the views, right? There is not one single view, right? So accepting the diversity. And for example, is there any other thing that we can do? Yes, class, is there any other thing that we can do? Okay, for example, it may be stated that there could be different reasons for bullying. Okay, there is not one reason for bullying, but there could be different reasons of bullying. Okay, so different. For examples, we discuss about that due to the power, due to the self-esteem, due to other factors, a person do engage in bullying. Right. So first, we need to identify the causal factors behind the bullying. Why this is happening? Okay. Maybe it may be possible that in one situation the self-image is responsible for bullying, or it may be possible in another situation power is only responsible, right? So we need to understand the causal factors, and depending upon the causal factors, we can devise any program or any training for the students, right? Now it's clear what is bullying, why the bullying is happening, right? What are the causal factors, and then we discuss the characteristic features. That is not always that if I am the victim of bullying, that I'll always be in that situation. No, the reverse can happen. That I can be also that in some other situation I can also bully someone, right? And also what can be done to reduce such bullying, or to what are the different measures, right? Is it now clear to everyone? Should I repeat anything? Clear here, class?
Ma'am, can you repeat the measures again?
Okay, measures in that first example is that we need to understand it, or the school administrators or the teachers need to understand that such incidents are taking place. You first need to understand that this is happening in their schools or in the colleges. This is happening, right? The second measures is that we need to understand the causal factors behind such incident. What are the causes behind it, right? And depending upon the causal factors, we can devise program and training for the students or for this institute, right? The third thing is that mostly there are some potential victims. For example, they are always the target of such incidents, right? So, for example, in some situations, the person who is shy, who is not vocal, right? So the potential victims can be made aware about that if they are the observer, or if they are the victims of such incidents, whom they can approach to, right? Whom they can call to, right? Then the fourth is that some training programs can be devised or can be made and applied and incorporated or launched in the schools, where they are taught that where they are being taught to accept the diversity, to accept the different views, right? There is not one single view, but there are different views. So these are some of the measures. There could be many measures, but these are some of the measures that can help in reducing or the bullying. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now it's clear. So I'll move to the next, that is the workplace aggressions, right? So aggression that is taking place at the workplace, right? So there are how many we'll basically discuss about in this workplace aggressions. Will be discuss about the principles which basically affect danger ratio, right? That either a person will show aggressions, and what is the strength of that aggressive behavior, right? We'll be discussing about that. Then the second with the types of aggression that is shown at the workplace. Okay, so the first that we're talking about the workplace aggressions, right? Workplace aggression basically means that we're not talking about, or the violent behavior are very few or rare at workplace, right? For example, killing someone is very rare at workplace, right? Aggression basically or physically harming someone. For example, so it may be possible that if I have any aggression towards, if I'm very I have aggression towards someone, right? So I'll not be calling that person in a meeting if I am having a meeting, if I am having any meeting with my members, right? So such kinds of incidents do take place, right? And they are basically harming someone, right? At workplace. That is basically categorized under the workplace aggressions. The principle, we can say, basically determine that either a person will show aggressive behavior or not is called the effect danger ratio. What does this basically means? Effect danger ratio. The person will show aggressive behaviors to that person. The person will intentionally wants to harm that person and will do that, right? And also, because since you are showing aggression at the workplace, you will be meeting that persons regularly. You also make it sure that that kiska jo danger hoga, the retaliations hoga, wo minimize. The danger of showing such behavior, showing such aggressive behavior gets minimized. Right? Why this is? Because it is not something कि road rage नहीं है कि आप अगर aggressive behavior आज दिखा रहे हो तो कल नहीं मिलोगे, right? So if, for example, in road rage, what is happening? That you are showing aggressions towards the strangers, right? You will not be meeting regularly with that person on a regular basis, not be meeting that person, right? But when you are showing aggression at the workplace, what is happening is that you will be meeting that person on a regular basis. So you make it sure that if I am showing aggressive behaviors, the person make it sure that the danger or the retaliations will be minimized, that there will be minimal damage to me, right? कि बहुत कम से कम डैमेज मुझे हो और ज्यादा से ज्यादा मैं इफेक्ट मतलब मेरा जो अग्रेसिव बिहेवियर उसे इम्पैक्ट करे, right? So what you are doing is that you are showing a lot of aggressive behaviors to other person. You are making sure the impact is high, right? But the effect of that, or basically you are minimizing the danger of that, or you're minimizing that the person will not retaliate back. This is basically what happens in the workplace, that we make it sure that whatever I am showing aggressive behaviors, it will not be retaliate back, or the impact or the effect of this aggressive behaviors gets minimized, right? This is basically called the effect danger ratio. These things we do not consider when you're showing road rage or when you're showing aggressive behaviors or some other place, right? But this is being considered, this principle is being considered when you're showing aggressions at workplace, right? So there are three kinds of hostility or aggression that the person shows at the workplace, right? Okay, just a minute, I will show. Okay, so I think my screen is visible to everyone. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, I was talking about that the three kinds of or three types of expressions of hostility or the behaviors where one is harming the other individual, right? The first behavior is one where you basically you become a hindrance or create obstacles in target performance. For example, if I am working on a project, right, and some other person some person has a very negative feeling towards me, right? So if he basically he gets some information related to my project, okay, this is very important informations that need to be communicated to me. What he or she will do, she will not information. She will just not convey that information to me, right? So what the person is doing, that he or she is creating an obstacle in achieving my target. ठीक है, ऑब्स्ट्रक्शनिज्म. सो इसमें आप कर क्या रहे हो कि आप उस टारगेट को अचीव ना हो पाए उसे एक हर्डल्स या इंटरफेरेंस क्रिएट कर रहे हो आप. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एग्जांपल एट द कॉलेज लेवल. So for example, if we are going to have a departmental fest, each department has the technical fest. So if you are going to organize a departmental fest, right, the president, there are council, each department has a student council. So basically the president of the department and has or the vice president, there is a hostility between the two, vice president, okay? Some information was being communicated to the vice president that you should communicate this information regarding the financial issues or regarding some events, that you should communicate to the president. What the vice president does, since she has the hostility towards that towards the president, she will not communicate that information to that person. It will basically create an obstacle. It will not help in achieving the target. कि आप obstacle create कर रहे हो, आप interference create कर रहे हो ताकि वो अपना target achieve ना कर सके. ठीक है? For examples, failure to return the phone calls, to respond to memos, failure to transmit needed information, interfering with the activities important to the target. ठीक है? कि जो individuals, for examples, if I want to get any informations about any project or any efficiency of any machine right? I wanted at the immediate base. I wanted the immediate on the immediate basis. तो होगा क्या कि immediate basis पे मुझे अगर किसी की hostility, if the person have a hostility towards, the person have a negative feeling towards me, what that person will do is that he or she will obstruct that information. He will not pass that information to me. He will delay that information. Right? So that basically interference in achieving my target or my goals. Okay? So the next is a low intensity deviant behavior with ambiguous intent to harm the target. What does this basically mean? The second one, in this, the person is doing some is acting very deviant, is indulging in some deviant kind of behavior, but the intention is very big. The person cannot get to know कि ये मुझे harm करना चाहता है या नहीं करना चाहता, ठीक है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि आप किसी को रूड ईमेल सेंड किए या फिर किसी को मीटिंग में इंक्लूड ही नहीं किए, राइट? या फिर बहुत ही गंदे लोग किसी को गंदे हो रहे. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द बिहेवियर विच शोज दैट कि this is not a normal behavior. These are some of the deviant behavior, right? But the intention is not very big. Ki, what is the intention behind it, right? So with what is the intention behind it, right? You are not obstruct. आप goals target या important जो उस person की जो important activity उसमें आप interfere नहीं कर रहे हो, लेकिन हाँ आप उसे एक deviant behavior में आप indulge हो रहे हो जो कि normal से अलग है, लेकिन the person cannot get to know what you are intended to. Okay. Then the last is the overt aggressions where you intentionally are showing aggressions, right? You are basically physically violent, getting into physical assault, yeah, physically a violent ho. You're showing a violent behavior. That is basically these are three types of expression of hostility that is seen at the workplace, right? One is where the person will not information which is important to that person, okay? The second is that any kind of low intensity deviant behavior bhi aap indulge hoga, which basically indicates a very ambiguous intentions, right? Overt aggressive, where you are overtly showing your aggressive behaviors, right? Is it clear, class? Ye clear hai? Okay. So the next, why this happen, right? Ye kyun hota? Why at workplace people do indulge in such aggressive behavior or such aggressive behaviors or such violence, right? Okay, according to you, what could be the possible reason for it? Yes, class. What could be the possible reason? रीजन क्या हो सकते हैं वर्क प्लेस पे अग्रेशन इतना शो करना, अग्रेसिव बिहेवियर, हॉस्टिलिटी शो करना? व्हाट कुड बी द पॉसिबल रीजन according to you? What could be the possible reasons or causes of showing aggressions at workplace?
Maybe the person is not getting the deserved credit because of the other person, so they develop hostility.
Yes, that could be one of the reasons. Yes, competition. It should be fair, right? When we talk about the competition, workload. Okay, if it is okay. Again, when we are talking about the competitions of workload, if it is not justified, right? For example, if I a lot and I'm getting paid accordingly, right? Whatever I'm doing, so then it's justified. Okay? If the other person is working less and he's getting the same pay or salary equivalent to me, then that is not justified, right? There I will have this hostility towards my supervisor or towards my senior, right? So if it is, even we are talking about the competitions, even we are talking about the workload, even whatever we are talking about it, if it is fair, if it is justified, then they will not, then the hostility will not, then the hostility feeling will not be there. The person will not show hostility. But when it is unfair, the person will show hostility. For example, it usually happens in schools and colleges, okay? Usually in schools, okay, for example, you may ask your teacher, okay, ma'am, I have written the same thing that she has written. Why you have given 13? Why you have given 13 to her and me only 10? Right? This usually happen, right? Where you feel hostile, कि नहीं है, ये justified नहीं है, right? So okay, the teachers have the reason for it, right? That's why she cuts the marks, you get 10 or 13, right? Whichever. But they, in the similar kind, when at the workplace, in this such incidents take place at workplace also. So what happens when you feel that whatever the salary that I have, whatever the incentives that I'm getting is not justified, right? I am working a lot. I'm also I'm working a lot. I'm able to complete my project on time. I'm doing everything, but the other person is doing nothing and is getting the same pay and same salary, right? It's not justified. When things are not justified, when things are not, it's unfair, or injustice is happening, or unfair is there, right? Then the person will show hostility towards his or seniors, or towards the other person. Okay. What could be the other reason?
Ma'am, maybe they simply don't like their victims, so their personality, or like maybe they're from like different backgrounds or something like.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. You are saying that maybe the person are from different backgrounds. Okay. So in that situation, what happens, since you're not, since a low David kind of behavior will be shown, not a very high intensity kind of behavior or hostility will be shown, but a low kind. For example, you will not be calling him in the meeting, but not calling him in the meeting, but yes, you will be showing, you will be giving a different look to that person, right? But it is much more concerned with the prejudice and the stereotype. Okay, it can happen that you prejudice and stereotypes may, because of that you may show aggressive behavior, because you feel that you have some negative feelings attached to it. Okay, that can be one of the reasons. One of the students has said that partial behavior ignorance by the superiors. Okay, that could be partiality. Okay, yeah. Jyoti, partiality or the ignorance by the superiors can also be reasons for the hostility. What could else be the reason? Okay. Sometimes what happen in some cultures, if it's okay to show aggression, the person will show aggression at the workplace, right? For examples, if in some countries, or if in some cultures it is not being promoted, that it is very unethical, or it is very uncultured to show aggression at workplace, then in that situation the person will not show aggressive behaviors towards the other individuals, right? So sometimes your social culture factors also do influences that either a person will show aggression at workplace or not. Okay. Then the third reason could be the nature of work is getting changed, right? What is mean by nature of work? For example, nowadays what is happening, earlier there were more permanent jobs, right? Now we are moving towards a very contractual things. Okay. Now we are also competition is also there, workload is also there, everything is getting changed, right? For example, today you are working here and tomorrow we'll be working at some international project, right? So there is a lot of changes taking place. Because of that also hostility will be there. For example, I'm just giving an example how this nature of work will lead to hostility. For examples, I'm working and the other person is also working we do have a same pay scale and everything is similar, is same, right? What is happening, I was working on a project, right? Because I have some personal reasons, I cannot go, or cannot opt for some international projects, right? My seniors, what he or she did, she just gave my name on in some international projects, right? I was not ready for it, right? And the other person did not get it, right? Maybe because she has also issues, or she had, but she was giving, or basically you can say the partial behavior, right? So also you can say the nature, the change nature, change in the nature of work, right? Also do influence that either a person will show aggressive behavior or not. Is it clear to everyone? That what basically showing aggression at the workplace and the effect danger ratios, and why it doesn't take place, why the person show aggressions at workplace. Is this clear to everyone? Clear here? Is there any doubt in that?
मैम नेचर ऑफ वर्क का एग्जांपल थोड़ा क्लियर नहीं है.
Okay. Okay. What happened in I think economic recession, that when they take place, so layoffing, or nowadays because of the COVID and pandemic, many employees are getting laid off. Many employees have to resign from their jobs, right, and they're basically part-time employees or part-time jobs are being created, right, because of such changes. It may be possible that a person may show aggressions at workplace, right, because for example, what is happening is that now your part-time job, basically you're not full-time, right, you'll not be getting all the leverages, all the incentives equivalent to the full-time employees, right, you're working at the part-time as a part-time, right, so that and also, for example, such as because sometimes what happened in the pandemic, without because of some reasons, many companies had asked his or her employees to resign from their jobs, right, because of their issues, right, so such kind of unexpected you of कि आप अचानक से किसी को बोल रहे हो कि okay, you will not be working from tomorrow, or you'll not we cannot hire you, right, so such kinds of things are, because of such incidents, there are chances that the person will show aggression at workplace, right, so this is basically the changing nature of work, or the changes that is taking place at the workplace nowadays.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Right, so yeah, so earlier what was happening, there was a more of a permanent thing, permanent jobs. Now there is no concept of permanent, right, contractuals, or basically what is happening in the private sector now is becoming generalized, right, everywhere is happening the same thing, right, so and also because of the COVID and pandemic, things are getting because of recessions or because of some other reasons, the companies ask the employees to just resign from the job, we cannot hire you, or you cannot continue from this year, right, so such kind of things do lead to aggressions at workplace. Okay, is it clear for everyone? Okay, now we have covered everything that is there in the aggressions. Now we'll be moving to the last topic in aggression, that is showing how can we reduce aggressions, right? Okay, what would be the possible thing that we okay, we have covered this, the prevention and control of aggressions, right? This is the last topic in aggressions. According to you, what could be the possible factors or possible strategies that can help in reducing the aggression? Yes, class. कौन से ऐसे strategy and measures, according to you, do you think that this will help in reducing aggressive behavior or aggression in general? Not at workplace, but aggression in general. Meditation, yes. Meditation can help you. Yes. Any other thing? Mutual understanding. Mutual understanding in what sense, बच्चे? Listening music. Okay. Anything else? Anger management classes. Okay, that means basically workshop and training. Okay. Taking deep breath, thinking about good things. Okay, so we can keep it under the meditation, taking deep breaths and everything, if we understand each other's situations. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Okay. I'll just share one thing. Okay. So basically, when I'm saying prevention, control of aggressions, one is the punishment. All this can help in reducing the aggression. For example, punishment in general. For example, if someone has murdered, right? If someone is indulging such crime as murder, theft, क्या है? Different kinds of punishment is there, right? The person has to be behind the bar for 15 years, or lifetime imprisonment is there for such kind of violent behaviors. So showing such aggressive behaviors, these are examples of aggressive behavior, that some person was indulging, had murdered someone, or किसी ने चोरी की, या किस तरह के इंसिडेंट में, if a person is indulged in such incident, in such crimes, there are specific punishment for that, right? So punishment can be one of the measures that can help in reducing the aggressions, right? So there are possible reasons for it, that why person believes and why in institutions or why some people believe that that punishment will help in reducing the aggressive behaviors, and why people use punishment as a method to reduce aggressions, right? And there are also some of the reason that some of the assumption or some of the, you can say the assumptions or the principle that should be met, then only punishment can work. It's not always कि punishment हमेशा आप कहीं पे भी punishment use कर दोगे वो work करेगा, right? It basically means that there are 4 principles are there, or 4 assumptions are there which should be met so that the punishment can work, right? So we'll be discussing this in the next class, punishment, right? All this can help, listening music, meditations, all this help you to calm yourself, right? So taking deep breath, right? So it will help you reducing the aggressions, right? But punishment in general, for example, in most of the countries we have specific punishment for each and every aggressive behaviors, right? If the person show any kind of aggressive behavior, right? So because ये सारे भी तो aggressive behaviors के components हैं या parts हैं, right? So we'll be discussing in the next class on Tuesday, right? On Friday we are having the test, right? I hope you all remember that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll just take that attendance. I will also share the attendance for the month of September. ठीक है? Sakshi.
I'm still present.